All right, let's go. We're back. Let's go. Let's get a drink of water for this occasion. Jeez, my music's way too loud. You already know I gotta listen to music. Today is the 15th of March, 2025. And I'm thinking I'm gonna have to rearrange a lot of the videos that are scheduled now because I'm realizing a lot of shit has happened, including, give me a second, or I mean it's right here, hold on, fucking music dropping. I mean, there's my playlist, by the way, if you care to see them. But yes, music dropping, and I want to give a little review on music. I know a lot of people I don't know. I think my demographic might not or care or whatever the fuck about this album, but I do, and I want to provide context before anything happens. So, hold on, I need to collect my thoughts. Oh my fucking god. Sorry, my mind's racing right now, and I'm here for it. But, you know what, let's just go to the Genius page and see if Genius can help us out better than I can myself. Let's go straight to I Am Music. Music is Playboi Carti's third studio album and his first release over 4 years. Yes, you heard that right. Let's go back to Playboi Carti's records. Whole Lotta Red. I remember exactly where I was when this album dropped. I was right there, waking up on Christmas Day, and I heard this album, and I lost my shit. I cannot lie to you. When this album first came out, I got so upset with people on Twitter that were bullying this record because it was very derivative. If anyone's heard it, it's a mix of somewhat like punk rock, rap kind of project. It doesn't have much substance in the lyrics. More so, it's like kind of just there. It's festival music. It's basically festival music. And I loved everything on this record. Loved it so much. It had a little bit for everybody. And Dial-It was my favorite at the time. Oh, whoa! No. In any case, I loved this album, and I did give into the hate when the Twitter mob came out, but eventually as time went by, I fell in love with this record, so did everyone else, but we were left waiting for so long. Originally, the project was called... Am I allowed to use that word? Fuck it. I'm not monetized yet. It's a record. Originally, entitled Molly World, and a variety of different other titles. We have Music by Playboi Carti, a la Lil Wayne's I Am Music tour from which record was it? Let's look it up. I Am Music tour Lil Wayne. What thing was it? Oh, there's a I Am Music 2? The Carter 3, which is a legendary mixtape, which everyone should be listening to. Thank God. I actually didn't know that, but I was very excited for this album, and originally, a year passed from this album's release, there were a few songs that dropped, which were, give me a second, the songs that were released, not entirely in order, or I mean, I can probably play them in order, was 2024. Okay, show the fucking, there we go. Hood by Air. Hold on. Do you want to get? I like this. That's all you're hearing. Backrooms by with Travis Scott, and whatever the hell this is, and some emo white boy. Evil Jordan. Oh, that's the wrong one. Evil Jordan. Okay, this beat's hard. I'm tempted to just let it run. And Ketamine. Sorry. But those were the first few songs that came out with this record, and originally pushed as 2024 Music, which inherently is in the name, it drops 2024, didn't happen. Did not fucking happen. And we were left waiting and waiting for this record. And at first, like, some people might complain about the 5-year wait. Personally, I wasn't complaining because of how many festivals and concerts he was doing. That span of songs was lasting a long time. And I don't see any reason for you to come out with a new album if if there's no need for new music. If everyone's already liking the current music, there's no reason to keep putting out music. That's absolutely what I'm thinking, right? But regardless, I'm here to talk about this record. It finally came out literally yesterday as of me recording this, and I'm going to go through song by song, play a little bit of each, and describe how I felt when I was recording this. So for a little bit more context, 2 nights ago, midnight, if that makes any sense, Friday midnight, we waited for the album to drop, since it's been pushed to drop that day. It didn't. It dropped 3 a.m. on the Friday. And then we waited till 3 a.m., or I mean, I slept in a little bit, woke up 3 a.m., wifey was on the side waiting too, and nothing happened. So we went right to fucking bed. And of course, 7:30 in the morning when I get up, it drops. Of course. Speaking of which, too, you'll never fucking admit this, but original cover... Hold on. The original cover... We'll show it? Let's look it up. I Am Music original cover was actual trash. What is this? I can do this right now in my room. I can do this right now in my room. But point being, album dropped and class started for me, and on the drive there I listened pretty much to the entirety of the project. And of course, if you notice here, features are hidden. Oh, spoilers if you haven't heard it, because this is gonna come out like a week or 2 weeks after, and after every song of these fucking blow up. But in any case, songs released. Few of them were heard before, few of them were heard in their entirety, got some updates, and that's what I'm here to do. Give a rating after I review pretty much every single song on this project. And I'm not here to be a music savant and tell all of you that this project's fucking amazing and how it sounds stylistically. Oh my god. I totally played the music. You know what? That saves me though. I was totally playing the music without the volume. I just realized that. But hey, that's what you guys come here for. You're not coming here for perfection. And for me to get a copyright strike and any time in the future. Fuck y'all. But in any case, I'm going to go through these songs finally, one by one, and describe to you what I like about each. Pop Out originally sets the record off really strongly with an absolutely grungy guitar hitting like bait, with Cardi absolutely sounding like he's a gerbil digging for some food in a garbage can. Speaking of which, too, this album dropped literally the day after the Conquest fight in Invincible. If you watch that, I stayed up to make sure I can watch that as this album came out, but it didn't happen. It didn't happen, sadly. But this song is essentially, if I were to describe it as a picture, imagine the Conquest and Mark fight. That's essentially what this song sounds like. And if you go to a festival with him playing, this song will automatically be on the roster. Crush is up next. Absolutely angelic vocals over a very hard-hitting 808 beat. Sadly, it doesn't really go anywhere. As for the second half of the track, let's see. Oh, I even muted it. But if you go to like the second half of the track here, you'll notice that absolutely nothing has happened except for one verse and then nothing else. K-pop, which was originally the ketamine track I showed earlier, pretty much stays the same, just as good. Evil Jordan, however, has an intro till the minute mark here that absolutely changes how I view it. Originally, the song was alright. The intro fucking nailed it out the park. Completely nailed it out the park. And yes, it sounds like some shit you can find on TikTok, but maybe that's why I like it. And really, in essence, this entire album is just a love child of all of Atlanta sound and a lot of like underground trap music. And that's something I really like. I like that grungy kind of sound, that glow beat kind of sound, that Chief Keef sound. I always loved that, and I love having this album be kind of like a deviation of that, however still like giving love to that same type of record. Mojo Jojo is one of the first tracks where Kendrick Lamar is introduced, which really got me excited, because if you know me well, you know I love Kendrick Lamar. And this record, it's alright, but I personally like it just because of Kendrick Lamar's involvement. Philly sounds like something you'd play in Red Dead Redemption. Like if you're riding around the horse in that fucking town. I never played the game, but if you're in that one main town that everyone shows, especially that one in Old Town Road, that sounds like some shit you'd hear there. Has Travis Scott on it, fits it pretty damn well. Has a decently like modern feel while also having that the guitar playing out the back. Radar, however, is a song that as you can see here with the likes, these are the songs I personally really enjoy. Once you get to the later half, it's not my favorite, but I still rate this album really highly. Regardless, I'll get all into that later. Radar has those glow beats that I mentioned with very like strongly trumpet based music. It goes like it's very hard hitting, very good. In some ways, it doesn't have too much substance and too much going for it, but mainly I love it because of the beat. Rather Lie, song featuring The Weeknd, really good record. I personally really like it just because of the ethereal vibe it gives. If you heard Timeless off of The Weeknd's new record, Hurry Up Tomorrow, you'll like this record. Fine Shit, I have no idea why this is on the record. A lot of people like it, but to me, it's very dead in the water, doesn't have much of an interesting beat to it. Cardi sounds all right on the track, but that's all it is. It's all right. It really doesn't have any place for me to put it anywhere in like my rotation. Also, if you noticed any, oh, you can't see it, but any of the songs I've downloaded are pretty much permanently in my rotation. Songs like Pop Out aren't in my rotation solely because of them just being too hard hitting and them like not really fitting what I'm going for. I have a lot of West Coast beats, a lot of trap, a lot of different sounds. This is way too aggressive for what I listen to normally. Backdoor, however, is very chill, very relaxed. If you've heard Luther off of Kendrick's GNX, this is very similar. Has similar ethereal vocals backed by Jhené Aiko, one of my favorite like celebrity crushes. But in any case, Cardi sounds all right on this. Kendrick, to me, steals the show. People don't like his melodic performance. I personally disagree. I think he did really great on this song, Backdoor. Toxic, it sounds like Cardi's like choking on some gas. Like he's definitely choking on this track. He goes, he's either aged by like 80 years or he's got something stuck in his throat and he needs to cough it out. Regardless, this song's all right, but we have Skepta on the back end of the track that absolutely kills his verse. Absolutely love what he did with this track. Munyon just goes like way too fast for me. Again, just like Fine Shit, doesn't serve too much of a purpose. All these songs have a certain color, certain aesthetic to them. These two are kind of grayish in tone, don't really add much to me. Crank, however, Crank sounds pretty damn good. He does not do it on the record. I just did that to troll, but it's all right. It would have fit well with the same like kind of reasoning I had for Munyon and Fine Shit, due to just it kind of having not much going for it. However, the beat and the energy that he brings to this track is very good. Also, if you noticed, a lot of these songs are very, very short, and I think that also adds to it. It is 30 songs, and the runtime's around an hour 16. And again, I just might as well state it now. I personally think this is good because it really does tap into that mixtape kind of aesthetic that most Atlanta trap albums or trap mixtapes had. And it kind of feels like a mixed bag in the way that a lot of these songs in the back end I'm not a big fan of. However, I'm a very big fan of the first half. Like when I was listening this in the car and I was hearing all of this, I thought this was like the best album of the year. And I don't think this will be the best album of the year. Absolutely not. I don't think so. I think there will be other artists that will topple this and have a more cohesive album listening experience. But this is a very good mixed bag. This is a very good mixtape, if it were that. Charge Them Hoes a Fee basically has, I think, Future and maybe Travis on the end of the track. Very slowly paced. Sounds like something you find off of Gunna's latest record, or the like whatever it was, Drip Season, whatever the fuck it is. Drip Season Suck Dick. I don't know. Like he names his shit like all different things. Let's go check that out. Actually, like Drip on the Tip. What the fuck is that? Yeah, Drip on the Tip forever. In any case, this song, oh, he put the features on. Okay, great. Featuring Future, that's great. I like how he just updated the features the second I did this video. And well, that just spoils it then. Good Credit featuring Kendrick Lamar. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. And you can see here, featuring Jhené Aiko too. Kendrick Lamar has a full verse on this record, on this specific joint here. And it's pretty dang good. It doesn't really have much obviously it has substance, but it doesn't have much to do with the lingering beef with Drake or anything else like that. Some people like to say, oh, he's firing shots. No, he's not. If he was firing shots, he wouldn't have subliminals, and he doesn't bring up anyone by name on this track, but he definitely kills this beat. And I thought it would be so hilarious, especially during Kendrick Lamar's Mr. Morale era, if he were to work with Cardi. And look what just happened here. This kind of disgusts me because this artist is 28 years old and I'm not calling him this shit. This is embarrassing. This is why exactly I don't like this song. And it sounds like something you can just find off a generic trap album by a teenager these days. Not really something I'm into. Same thing with Wake Up Filthy. Travis Scott's on the end. Same thing. I don't get much from it. Jumpin' with Lil Uzi doesn't have a beat that I'm interested in. However, just it having Lil Uzi Vert inherently makes me want to listen to it more, just because obviously they had such good chemistry in the past with songs like Shoota, Just Like This, Lookin', and I love all three of those songs, so I just had to have this on there. Trim is the way better Future performance than in comparison to Charge Them Hoes a Feet. A way bigger or way better performance, faster hitting beat, way more cutting lyrics from Future. Hold on, I got an email. I'm gonna call you out. Mark, why did you send me $5? Why did you send me $5 for what, bro? And then, wait, no way! I'm calling him out on this video! You took like a week to transfer my fucking money, Mark? Bro. I mean, I ain't complaining, but damn. In any case, Trim featuring Future, or with Future, sorry, is very fast, very hard-hitting. Cardi has a very decent verse. In all honesty, I feel like the features on this album really do like pull up their weight against Cardi, especially with this more deeper, grungier sound he's going with. From there, Cocaine Nose, very similar to Pop Out, very similar. But instead, I feel like his inflections here are a lot more colorful, a lot more animated, and a lot more accented compared to Pop Out's very just aggressive and very murky tone. This has a little bit more of color to it. We Need All the Vibes is something off of, man, I don't know the song, but off of Heavy Rotation. I'm gonna play that right now. Hold on. This is the song I'm referring to. Hold on, let's play that. That's exactly what the song sounds like. Hold on. Alright, we're back. I made a mess of myself. But in any case, that's exactly what the beat sounds like on this record. And to me, I wasn't a big fan. Of course, they got Thugger on the album. Really happy he got on. Fits the beat very well. It's a good song. It's just not for me. Same thing with Olympian and... Ew! I don't want to ever call a 30-year-old a baby, please. It's weird. It's so weird. But in any case, these two songs sound so similar, I can't even differentiate them. Half of these songs sounds like they're off the new Ken Carson record. In all honesty, that's why I don't even like Ken Carson and Destroy Lonely that much, because they're literally just Cardi copies. To anyone who doesn't believe me. But anyways, Twin Trim is literally just an Uzi song. It's literally just a full Lil Uzi song. He has about half the song where he doesn't have a single verse. Cardi, I'm referring to. And then Lil Uzi takes up the next 2/3 of the track, probably from here to there, with a 20-second outro. Doesn't really serve a purpose, but it's Lil Uzi, so I'm fucking with it. Like Wheezy and really all these three songs, I don't even know the difference at this point. They all sound the fucking same. They really all do sound the same. And I've got nothing else to say except for half of them sound like they're off the Ken Carson record that just came out. HBA, however, same thing with these songs. This is a decent outro, but I don't care. HBA, however, now that's where we're talking hitters. Also, you can see a lot of people are liking that first half of the record. But HBA, oh man. If I can pull that up quickly, oh man. Let's pull that shit up right now. Actually, hold on. Sorry, just to make sure my audio was good. And by that, I mean you're not going to hear shit and I'm playing my own music. I showed my wifey this. This is Hood by Air, HBA, being played at Rolling Loud Miami last year. That crowd is nothing to be completely mocked at. Absolutely nothing to be mocked at. And it deserves it completely well. Very dark and grueling beat. Cardi doesn't rap too much on it. He actually removes a part of his vocals here, probably due to some issues with licensing or him incriminating a certain person by a lyric. I don't fucking know. All I know is this song is damn good. And entirely this album, finally, if I can finally get to it, it's good. Is it worth the 5-year wait? If we were waiting strictly 5 years, no. If there wasn't a concert and if there weren't festivals, absolutely not worth it. But it feels like it just came at the right time. Honestly, it could have taken a little bit more, because really he spent 2 years on a tour. touring festivals, having his own personal tour, doing a lot of those things. And in that time, we were able only really to wait, what, 3 years? It would have 1 year where there was no big Cardi nonsense. Then 2024 comes when he's trying to come out with music and he fucking doesn't. And just on the like earliest end of 2025, he comes out with his record. So I feel like the timeline was alright. It was just like I really didn't care by the end because it seemed more like The Boy Who Cried Wolf than anything. A lot of the times he says, oh, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and then he doesn't do it. Like, you're 30 years old, get your shit together. Like, you have a fan base that will support you no matter what, and you're here talking about, I'm not on that mysterious shit. I'm not on that mysterious shit. I'm just too grown. Like, shut the hell up, man. Why do you sound like you're 16 when you're double that age? And I keep bringing up the age factor because that's practically a father's age. Speaking of which, he is a father. In any case, the album's an 8 out of 10. It's fucking decent. Or even then, it might even just be a 7. Because really, like in an album standpoint, this is insane. 30 tracks, really? But when it comes down to it, right? When it comes down to Hawk Tuah, right? When it comes down to it, right? This album really has something for everyone here. That's why I personally choose to listen to more of the first half than the second. Because I'm not a big fan of the second half. Like, from, pretty much the first, like, half is, like, from the 16th track onward, I'm not a big fan. But from 15th to 1st, it's pretty damn good. So I think, personally, the way you should approach this album, if you're interested, is pick up the songs you like and put them in your playlist. You're not really obligated to listen to the rest of the tracks if you don't like them. And they're going to be all over the charts. They're going to be everywhere. So you might as well get comfortable with them being around. So, yeah, that's my review of Playboi Carti's music. I don't expect him to release anything more. And if he does release anything more, he's probably going to fucking retire. Because it'll be 4 years from now. In any case, like, comment, subscribe, all that nonsense. Love y'all. Peace out.